I will show you something awesome now, but if you don't like not native English speakers, it is better to stop watching. Spoiled everything right in the beginning, but actually there will be a lot of specific things you should take into consideration when you design this. So let's go. So I got the need to check the drive shaft and prop shaft, and I was thinking, okay, I will go to UC and let him do this for 10 euros per one shaft. But then I decided, no, I want to try something myself, to be fully independent when I'm trying to fix my lower unit. I did so much things about this lower unit. I have a lot of video you can see in the description below. And I think, okay, when next time I hit the rock, probably I want to repair everything myself and be able to check even shafts myself. And I start thinking, okay, I just got this one for 22 euros. This is the biggest part of the project, the most expensive it was, but I bought it. Okay, the next. The next was to cut it to the right side. Unfortunately, I didn't screen that video, but it's just about to figure out what length you need actually where you install your drive shaft, because it can be different length, and then the prop shaft you will install in the middle. You probably already noticed in the beginning. Yeah, I don't cover this much again. It's quite clear for you. You are smarter than me for sure. Yeah, so we just cut to the right size we need. Check twice. You need to know where will be your testing point and the holding point. Well, I cut it. I didn't show this because it is understandable how to do this with this stuff. And now I will make edges clear with this stuff. Okay, I got bearings very cheap from Amazon. They use this in skateboard. Yeah, I will use them soon, you will see. Let me explain the idea behind my invention, and you can decide whether you want to watch this video till the end or just stop and say, hey, the guy from Finland, what are you talking about? You're a stupid guy. But if you think that I invented something interesting, yeah, okay. So look, my idea was that that I collected different kind of angles, because I was thinking I don't want to drill anything. I want to find the right angle where I can see the right holes on the right distance, so that I put bearings on the right distance. And now the idea that I put the shaft there, either prop shaft or drive shaft, it's there. So I was thinking that I will use small bearings for the drive shaft and so on and so on. Yeah, but now I see that probably, well, I don't have actually the right angle, that I don't need to drill, so I think I will need to drill it anyway. Yeah, my laziness will be regarded. Yeah, so I think that's probably the best one, and I just remove the metal in the middle. Yeah, but the idea was that I wanted a universal rig. So where I test the prop shaft here, I have the low profile angles. Is it angle or triangle or angel? Not angel, of course. And then on the top of this I can test the drive shaft in order to put the shaft here. I want to remove this metal. Yeah, so the metal have to be removed from here. I will use my Makita and Bajo, I don't know. Yeah, so I will remove it here, and I will create the space for the shaft to lay here, and then I will do the same with the higher profile angle with higher bearings. I cut it off, the metal, and I think the drive, the prop shaft have space here. Yeah, that I cut. It was just few seconds, really quick. The point is that I wanted to buy the bearing with eternal diameter close to the holes that I have and the bolts that I have. I don't remember exactly diameter, probably it's 5 millimeters, because I don't want to drill anything. Why? Because drilling, we want to be everything on the level. When we put the drive shaft here, I think it's clear that we put it here. So, and it's quite, well, not quite, but more difficult to drill holes from this surface on the same distance on one and the second one angle, then just remove the metal here. So I wanted to use existing pre-drilled holes and bearings that will fit these holes and bolts that will fit these bearings, that will hold them in the middle. Yeah, this is the right part of the bearing where it should be held when you tighten them with the nut. So you got the point, yeah? If not, yeah, you can watch this, yeah? So we put the shaft here, it will be rotating, yeah? We want the same level, so once again, pre-drilled holes, it's better than when you drill them yourself, because, yeah, I'm quite lazy. I told you, yes, I'm quite lazy. It took me just a few seconds to remove this metal. Well, guys, we have now two angles with bearings, and you can understand that from this surface to this one we have absolutely the same dimensions because the holes are pre-drilled, and yeah, we have them on the same distance, but unfortunately they are not symmetric. Yeah, I didn't figure out, yeah, that they are mirrored actually, so I have to place them on my rig on the aluminum angle, on the right distance. And actually I probably want to find another angle where I can do them symmetric. Yeah, yeah, but you got the point. Yeah, so we want to have pre-drilled angles. We don't want to drill new holes because it's quite difficult to get the same dimensions. In case we use the existing holes, we have dimensions from here to here, the same on both angles without much care. We just need few seconds to remove metal in the middle, and that's it. But unfortunately, yeah, I was quite stupid. Do you think I'm stupid about this? Let's see. Look, guys, if we put this here, yeah, it's exactly the same width. Very convenient. Who is flying there? Probably remember I have the bigger bearing here, and I think I will use this angle. I think I don't even need to remove any metal. I will do this, it's quite easy job, but this angle is exactly the same like this profile again. By the way, I think it's 40 millimeters, and it's higher than this one, so that we can check the prop shaft here and the drive shaft up here. Well, definitely that is better than with the metal. It took just 30, maybe 20 seconds, not difficult at all. Well, guys, the hole is the same diameter, the bolts are the same, but the hole here is bigger than here. So what we do? Yes, kids, the washer. Yeah, it was easy. Well, 1 point, because the diameter, internal diameter, is bigger than this hole. We have some movement, some free motion, and we need to centralize this washer because we want to have absolutely the same plane here and on our next angle. I think it's quite clear. Our drive shaft will be here. Yeah, I think you got to the point. Yeah? Yeah? Did you like it already? Did you subscribe? Why not? Say me in comments. Hey, the guy from Finland, I don't want to subscribe. I don't like it. And explain why. Hey Squirrel, do you like this video? Will you? Well, guys, I didn't like actually these big bearings. They are not rotating well. Later, I will realize that this is probably because this surface touches this surface of the angle, and that's why it stops it from free motion rotating. But I think the small one is quite good also for this place, and I figured out that actually, okay, when from this side you touch this from the head of the bolt in the middle of the bearing, yeah, you have this surface free rotation. But here you need actually the washer, a washer. So a small one which will be in the middle of the bearing. Yeah, so it will create a standing from the surface of the angle, and then you will definitely have free rotation. I will go with the small one. I like it. It doesn't matter that they are small. I remove this metal from here, you put the shaft here, no problem. I don't see any problems. So let me check again the user manual, the service manual. Yeah, guys, and you can see the test points B. Yep, they should be this and this one. Put this one here, and we have the wonderful rig to test the prop shaft, and this is for the drive shaft. Next, the idea is that you make it perfectly level. I have this Barbie level. Yeah, it is leveled. We put the shift shaft like in the dock says here and here, and now we can easily rotate it, and it comes to the next tools now. So I wouldn't call this special tool, because if you do some other job in your garage not related with the outboard, you probably have these tools. Why I say about special tools? Because I have one video that covered all special tools about I have or will have, about all tools, special tools that you need for this gearbox, for this lower unit. But this one I wouldn't call the special tool, because yeah, this is just the leg that will hold, magnetic leg. Can you see it actually? Yeah, that will hold another tool. It costs something around $30. It's up to the design and quality, not much quality. Here it's just some Chinese rebrand. So about $30, 30 euros, doesn't matter, eBay, AliExpress or somewhere. But then we come to the DL indicator, and Mercury has their own, which is expensive. You will need this DL indicator when you install the drive shaft. Some special measurements are needed. However, you also need it here. Again, I wouldn't call this a special tool, because again, you need this for different purposes. If you are not in subject at all, like was me, then so you can measure how how it's called in English. Well, I will look later how it's in English and then continue with my video. But I want to say that you can use this tool for different applications, not just here. That's why I also wouldn't call this special tool. I bought this Mitutoya, I think. I don't know how it's pronouncing. It is made in Japan. It's really Japanese. It was 50 euro. So about $50. Again, you can buy for something like 20 different kind of Stanley and other so-called brands that are actually just the same Chinese rebrand on Amazon or somewhere. Well, so this is about the cost of these tools. Now I will do setup and check English words and then continue. Okay, well, it's called wobbling, like wobbler. Wobble, wobble. Yeah. So about the wobbling, the doc says check, and it should not exceed 0.152 millimeters. So we install the tool here on this surface, yeah, like you can see it here. It's shown in the service manual, yeps, where you should test it. And yeah, I think it is. And we set the 0 here. We can rotate this frame, this knob there. Yeah, I think someone else knows better how to use this tool and install, because my video is mainly about this rig. And now you can see it's almost perfectly good. I can show you that it works when I move here. Yeah, you can see changes. Yeah, so it means it's not wobbling, at least that much, that allowed. Yeah, you can see this rig works. Wow, I'm surprised I can do something that can work. Yeah, not like my English, but well, yeah, let's try the drive shaft. I think the long one. Yeah, that's, by the way, where you will need this indicator again here when we install the prop shaft with another special tool. It will be later. Please subscribe and see later. By the way, the documentation also says that oil surface, so you should replace the prop shaft if oil surface is grooved excess 0.12 millimeters. Okay, you can read it here. And the oil surface is here. And if you place this tool here and do this movement, you can see changes in the surface. We see almost nothing. Yeah, so it's fine. The oil surface is fine. I can show you that it works, because if I move here where you have splines, yeah, you can see the indicator shows this difference. But here is no problem. Yeah, it's far from be 0.12 millimeters, far from this dimension requirements. Yeah, so, and let's try the drive shaft. Yeah, well, I first do the level here. Yeah, I put it directly on the drive shaft. I believe it's straight. Yeah, I just relax, release. Guys, I don't know how this equipment in English. Forgive me, but I think you understand what I'm doing. And I'm just leveling this one here. Yeah, so now it's leveled. By the way, I didn't find in the doc about the drive shaft wobble allowance and about points of testing. So if someone knows, please let me know in comments, but I will check anyway. I will try this point and somewhere there, and I will take the same value that is for the prop shaft. I think it's quite enough, but it's good to know exactly. If somebody knows, please let me know in comments. Yeah, by the way, I can demonstrate here the importance of having this magnetic base for the leg handle stand. Yeah, because I cannot provide this length from there, but I have metal shelf here. I connected this way. Yeah, and I put it. I don't care about the zero here because, yeah, well, you understand, we don't need absolute value. Value, absolute, not about vodka. It's about value. So, and that's why it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I will be, if you understand, I'm just slightly rotating, and you can see why bearings good for this job, because I can do this very gently, and so you can see it touches here, and I don't believe that it's so perfectly well. Probably something with the tool, but well, if you look on the video, yeah, it is perfectly well. Yeah. Okay, if we don't trust this, we can always make like some adjustment in the tooling. Yeah, so yeah, we can, by the way, check it like this way. Yeah, yeah. So we can see it's definitely create pressure. Yeah. So if we rotate and it has wobbling, then we will notice for sure. So we are gently rotating it. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Come. And no wobbling. Yeah. I don't want to test there, actually. Yeah. It's perfect. It is perfect. Yeah, I think you got the point. Did you like it? Yeah, I like what I created. It's good when you like what you created. Yeah. So then you can like this video. Let's summarize. So let's summarize for those who didn't watch the whole video. If you did, then you don't need this summary. Just like, subscribe, comment about how to use this meter and so on. So we have this aluminium angle. Yeah, just a piece one. We have these angles. We have bearings, and these are from skateboards, 16 millimeters diameter outside. Internal is 5. You need a small diameter internal which match these holes and bolts, so that you don't have this axis motion there, so that you have the same distance on the first one and on the second one. All we will need then, and pre-drilled holes, all we will need then just to remove a piece of metal here, and we are good to go. So the length is up to your shaft. The lower profile angles for the prop shaft here. I used screw here. It's not safe, but I was lazy. There are a few like nuances when you do this. For example, about washer you need here, because otherwise it will stuck. And yeah, when you're trying to put this drill the hole, sometimes it moves, so you can see sometimes I did mistakes, but when you have a lot of holes, then you can drill again and make it perfectly. And as I noticed, the level, exactly perfect level, is actually, I think, not so important. By the way, that's interesting to test with not level it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know, if you want, I can test for you. If you don't, I think I covered everything. Yeah, about the tool. Yeah, you can buy some Chinese brand for $50-60 on Amazon. A lot of this junk, but yeah, For the leg, it's not so important which one you will buy, but probably it is. I would point you on this knob, which is very interesting because you can either charge or discharge the needle. Do I use the right terminology now? Finally, at the end of the video, probably. And all other axis regulations and the magnet, I think they all are with the magnet. But as for the indicator, yeah, I decided to buy Japanese. It's just twice more. It's like 25 or 50, not much difference. I like to use good tools, yeah. Like this, my rig, yeah? Is it good tool? I don't know. If it is, then just like, subscribe. If it's not, say me in comments, hey guy, you invented some junk. Thanks.